Hi, welcome back to You Are the Answer. Today we're going to talk about goals and what it takes to get started working on them. Some of you might be familiar with this acronym, BHAG. It stands for Big, Hairy, Audacious Goals. And what it really means is that you're throwing caution to the wind about going hard after something that's really important to you. It means that you don't give a shit about what conventional wisdom says. You're putting yourself out there, whether it's in your career or chasing after stuff on your bucket list or in the gym. So what good is a goal that doesn't make you work for it? If it doesn't require a whole bunch of effort, then it's not a goal at all. It's really more like a task or something that you do without hardly thinking about it. Now, a goal, on the other hand, should stretch your capabilities and force you to develop new skills, overcome weaknesses, and help you to grow. But you also have to be honest with yourself about where it is that you're starting from. Now, suppose that I've got a goal to back squat 500 pounds within 6 months. Naturally, the first question I should ask myself is, how realistic is my goal, right? Wrong. If I have a pulse, can still breathe in and out, sit up and take nourishment on my own, get dressed, put one foot in front of the other, then I can achieve any frickin' dream that I'm willing to do the work for. With one important caveat. I gotta be realistic about the distance between my starting point and my end point. So now there's some requirements for this process. First of all, I gotta have a clear vision of what success looks like. How's that weight going to feel when it gets on my back and I get it out of the rack? Who do I want around me so that they can be a part of it to help me out? The more detailed my vision, the better. Then I got to refer to the 4 cornerstones or the fundamentals that we talked about previously. Do I have the mobility I need? How are my mechanics? Is my nutrition dialed in? Or am I showing up to the gym every day fueled by donuts and Mountain Dew? Okay, now let's say that I'm a relatively inexperienced lifter and I've only been squatting consistently for, say, about 3 months. My current back squat, 185. My mobility needs work and my form is sloppy. Then I go ahead and I break down the weight difference and I determine that I need to increase my load by 50 pounds each month. Now, before I've even begun, I'm setting myself up for failure or possibly even a serious injury. A 50-pound jump each month would be dicey for an experienced lifter, let alone for someone who's got a poor range of motion and improper movement patterns. So is the goal of back squatting 500 pounds unachievable? No, but in this scenario, getting there in only 6 months is highly unlikely. Next step is to have an honest assessment of my starting point. If I'm not brutally honest about my weak points, then I'm beat before I even begin. So this is where a training partner or a coach can be really valuable to help you make this kind of an assessment. Because when I honestly know where it is that I'm beginning from, and I got a clear vision of where it is that I want to end up, then I can put together a plan. I can get a better idea of, say, the resources that I'm going to need along the way. For example, a good belt, maybe a pair of lifting shoes, knee sleeves, or knee wraps. And what about better quality nutrition? You got to have the right fuel in your tank. And supplements can certainly play a key role here. And we're not going to get into the details about supplements at this time, but we do have a link below the video frame where you can click on it and check out some of the supplements that we recommend if you're just starting out a new strength program. So now I can set a realistic time frame and some goals that are going to help me measure my progress along the way. So maybe I'm going to start out with consistent mobility work and some air squats with nothing on my back just to get used to hitting the proper depth. Then maybe I progress to an empty bar and then slowly build my load over an extended period of time. That's going to allow my bones and tendons and ligaments and central nervous system to adapt so that I can support the demand of carrying 500 pounds on my back from top position to bottom position and back to top position. Now maybe this time frame's a year, maybe it's 18 months. It really all depends on how quickly I progress while maintaining strict and safe form. So here's the bottom line. Your dreams can and should be as big and bold as you want them to be, just so long as you understand the work and the time and patience that falls in between the point at which you're starting and the point at which you want to end up. If you're starting from scratch with no experience, or maybe you're starting all over again because of an injury or a long period of inactivity, it's no excuse not to just get started and still set the bar high. You just got to be patient with a longer time frame. And if you don't have enough resources, start anyway. And set smaller goals that you can achieve now, and then you get the resources that you need as you go. Whatever you do, just get started. But the real key here is to start where you are. And remember, you are the difference between good, better, or best. Hey, thanks for checking us out again. See you next time.